You may all be thinking, it's another moth trapping video today, and what a fabulous sunset that is, but you'd actually be completely wrong. We're at the opposite end of the day, and I'm not used to this. I used to be at one time. This was my time of day. This, of course, is dawn, and we're looking east over Eakring Flash, over towards the villages of Kersal and beyond. Looks like it might be quite a nice sunrise. I'm hoping a few things fly through today. And it's not Lepidopterus, there's no butterflies today in this video, but hopefully we may see a few birds. For 17 years I used to stand in the Eakring area like this, from first light, looking for migration, signs of migration. And I'm hoping that this morning we may well get some migration. Winter thrushes have arrived. I heard the first redwings over the garden last night and one bird during the day, and I'm hoping that with the favourable conditions we had over the North Sea last night, that many more have just been flying overnight. I may well come across here this morning. These things though are incredibly hit and miss. Perfect conditions, or seemingly perfect conditions, don't always turn out to be so. But within an hour I will know. Probably less than that. I don't like this end of the day anymore too much. I don't know how I did it. But as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful morning. The clouds being lit up by the sun, which is still below the horizon here. Some meadow pipits are setting off. This is the kind of day where lots can happen, lots of species can be moving through. The only trouble is being fine and clear with blue skies over the majority of the sky. The high flying birds can only be detected on flight call alone. Hopefully our quarry may be a little lower. Tired after flying over the North Sea, pausing briefly on the English east coast. And the species most likely to be evolved, as I mentioned, will be redwing, possibly starling, but we might be a little bit too early yet for starling. Starling migration is absolutely stunning on a good day. Huge flocks of birds, wave after wave of starling flocks, are something to behold. As is any good vis-migger day. The clouds are going a beautiful rosy red. Dawn is a fabulous time. It's a shame it's so early in the morning though. But it really can be absolutely beautiful. And today is one of those beautiful days. But there is no sign of any bird migration as yet. So just a few meadow pipits that are setting off and heading southeast. We'll see what develops. I would have liked a sign of some winter thrushes by now. Maybe an early flock of starlings going through. But there's time yet. Not all migration occurs in the sky. Along this hedge, there's been at least 2 chiffchaffs. There's one still here at the moment. And species like chiffchaff and other warblers will, after flying overnight, do what we used to call hedge hopping. And that still migrate, but at a slower pace and using the lines and rows of hedgerows that we have here in the UK, and they can still cover quite an area. Most of the time is spent feeding, but birds do move along hedgerows and continue on their journeys. It's amazing, bird migration, such small things, same as butterflies and moths, how they migrate. Such tiny, fragile creatures, yet they can cover huge distances and survive terrible conditions at times. Migration's a fabulous thing, whether it's coming north in the spring or generally south in the autumn. Oh, the sun's poking through the top of the trees of Harehill Wood. The start of the 4th of October. Very little moving through. Just had a few finches, 15 linnet have gone through, a couple of goldfinches. We're on to about 20 meadowpipits now, and 5 chaffinch. And just 3 redwings have gone through. What a sight that is, the rising of the sun. Well, it's not happening today, I'm afraid. Which is a shame, because for a number of years I've always had a hankering to see a good thrush day. A day when 2,000 or 3,000 thrushes, redwings and fieldfares all move through. There's usually 1, sometimes 2 or 3 big thrush days in the autumn. It's just a case of catching the right day. It's just a shame that it wasn't today, but it's been a beautiful start to the day, and a very early one.